Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Tonight, Seth Myers hosted Saturday Night Live, and the musical guest was Paul Simon, and here's my take on the episode. It surely had to have been better than last week's with Aquafina, which was dreadfully awful. It first starts off with what they call a cold opening, and they were spoofing that meeting between Kanye West and Donald Trump, or President Trump, and it was okay. It was kind of average or below average. I give that 3 out of 10. Next was the monologue with Seth Myers. I don't really think Seth Myers is all that funny, but he took over the Conan O'Brien show that was on NBC, and I think Conan O'Brien was better personally. But the monologue he gave was alright. He told a little true story about Kanye West, which was neat. And then they had something like inside the movie studio when they interviewed this one guy, and that was like a 2 out of 10. That was kind of pointless. Then they had some about Beta Factor, a fake commercial. At least it wasn't like a political thing, but it was okay. I give it 3 out of 10. It wasn't that funny. Next was Thirsty Cops. That was like cops pulling over guys and harassing them. And it was alright. I give it a 3 out of 10. Next was a frightening tale about a movie producer. That guy being a producer, it was kind of pointless, but I give it a 2 out of 10. Next was the guy, Seth Myers, going to jail, and he meeting Bill Cosby in jail. And that was awesome. That was really funny. I'm going to give that, I give it a 9 out of 10. Almost a perfect score, but that was definitely the best thing on the whole show. I mean, that was funny. That was really good. It was silly. Next was Paul Simon doing some song that absolutely sucked. I'm not the biggest Paul Simon fan. I like a couple of songs, but this song he did at first was awful. That's a 0 out of 10 right there. Next was the news. They tried to... Well, they still were like... Todd. I mean, it was alright. It wasn't that funny. I give it a 2 out of 10. At least they tried not to make it too political this time. Or like having like a certain platform and trying to make that into comedy when they didn't have anything, right? I mean, they tried to actually tell a couple jokes. Next was something called Liberal Lanyard with Bayou Benny, which was pointless. That was a 1 out of 10. Next was Paul Simon again doing Bridge Over Troubled Water. I actually like that song. Big Rats for Man, the music was a little different. They tried a little something different with it. And also the crowd applauded when he started singing the song. And I liked that song. I give that 8 out of 10. It was alright. Next was another restaurant sketch. Two people talking about Cuba all the time, and that was pointless. That was a 1 out of 10. Next was they did another rap video like they don't have much originality. A rap video about trees, and it was only okay. There was like a little bit that I thought was a little funny towards the end. I give that 2 out of 10. And last was they did, I think, of that musical trio, and Keenan Thompson was like Tweedly Two, Tweedly Double Twine, and it was another pointless sketch. I give that a 1.5. The only reason I give it that because they cracked up a little bit, you know what I mean, which was okay. But the best thing was the Bill Cosby and Bridge Over Troubled Water. I mean, it still was leaps and bounds better than last week's show, but that's not saying much. Overall, I give Saturday Night Live, let me see, 4.5 out of 10. Much better than the Aquafina show, but I mean, it's still not great. But the one musical number was, I like that song, and the Bill Cosby skit was funny. It was silly and funny. The other ones were just dumb and pointless, but that was silly and funny. If they would try to do more stuff like that, like I said, they'd be going somewhere. But that's my review of the new Saturday Night Live that Seth Myers hosted. It just premiered at NBC. I hope you like this video. Until next time, please take care of Legion. Baby, again.